It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a much-anticipated rematch of last year's NFC title game. It's the Niners and the Rams, coming up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
People thought Jimmy Garoppolo was only going to be a one-year placeholder in San Francisco when the team took Trey Lance 3rd overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. But then he led the 6-seeded 49ers to the NFC title game just 2 years after taking them to within 1/4 of a Super Bowl victory.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. Nice footwork at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career. Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
We didn't get to see how Javon Kinlaw followed up his rookie season when a knee injury ended year 2 after just 4 games. But when he's healthy, he creates rubble across the defensive front.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Ray McLeod. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They'll go again here with Akers.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd and 2, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Out of the gun, Stafford. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd down and 7.
Now it's Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Garoppolo now. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football.
Back deep, Brandon Powell.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
They got to walk that bus, baby.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, he gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down at 4, Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
And now Garoppolo lost the football.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Matthew Stafford and the L.A. Rams returning on offense.
Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They run over center with Mitchell.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. First down, here's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on. But, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Let's do our thing. Gotta have it, baby. We gotta have it. Guys ready to get it on. Let's dictate. Let's go. Who's gonna make a play, baby? Let's go. Let's go. Keep our progress. Once again, baby.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Stafford.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And he's going to get this to the 30.
Still well short of what he needed.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Gould is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He starts with a give to Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Stafford now to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Stafford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Gay is on for the point after. And they have got the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a late touchdown in the ever-critical PAT as it is now a one-point game here in the dying embers of what has been a sensational game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.